Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Jetty Jet Show. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you guys are doing good. If you guys are watching this in the future, just want to thank you guys for stopping by and just chilling. It's a really random show. I just hit stream because I'm right here drawing, and there's just a lot of stuff that I want to talk about and cover. Let you guys know what's been going on. A lot of hectic things. What's up, Chromness and Skydiving Nude? Good to see you guys. Please let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Alright, let's see. Can you hear that music? We have music. We gotta have music if we're gonna start up a show. Yeah, so I'm working on the splash screen that I was working on last time. Still chipping away at it. I have a big milestone that I have to complete by tomorrow. Pretty much finish everything as a first pass before it can be considered like finished. So pretty much finish it. Finish it. And then it will be reviewed to see whether or not it needs editing and critique and all that, which it will when you do these things. It's how it kind of works. You finish it to the best of your ability, and then, but it's one of the bigger milestones. You guys, let me know, please. Let me know if you guys can hear me. All right? Yeah, Cromness, my man out here. Thank you so much. Great. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm now adding some darker darks into the crevices and shadows of the of these background characters here. There's the character elements, and I don't know if this direction is going right or wrong at this point. I like the way it looks. That's all I can go off of, but it can always go either way when you show it to the client. They'll look at it and be like, "What the hell were you doing this whole time? Why are we paying you guys? What the hell is this garbage? How dare you turn this in?" It can go either way. So I can only hope that it turns out okay. Tomorrow is the deadline for this. So yeah, the first major deadline. So it's not like the official, like the final, there's more time to work on it and whatnot. Watashi ga kita. Oh, you came. I heard a little bit of humming in your mic, but it's fine. Please, here, let me try to hear myself. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute this so I can hear myself. How dare you turn this in? Okay, so that's I can only okay, I guess that's the. Let me just mute this and move the mic. It might be because it's picking up the hard drive noise. Okay, so also the input was turned way up, so my voice may have dropped a little bit, but I think it should be better than that hum. Hopefully it is. Yeah. So how's it going, guys? How's it going, guys and girls, boys and girls? So yeah. Here we are. We left off at a lot of things, a lot of stuff to pick up. Let you know what's been going on. First of all, big thing to get out of the way. First of all, is Patreon and Patreon supporters are still waiting for their Patreon from last month. So I said I was going to do 02, which I have. it's just not complete. I have just a little bit more left to put onto the Patreon packages. If you guys are used to seeing how my Patreons look, my packets, they have like they have PDFs, they have full written down breakdowns and videos and everything and all that stuff, and the thumbnails. There's a lot of stuff that goes to releasing it, and I'm just about 80% done, a little bit more, when a lot of things happened in this household. A lot of things. There was a medical emergency in the family, basically, and that night after I was working on that last piece, I actually spent in the emergency room for my mom, who was in a kind of intensive care kind of thing. So that happened, and at this point, everything's a lot better. Things are great. It's just it's tentative, you know. Things are. She's back at home, and basically recovering. So, but she's doing so much better right now, and that really affected me. And this was that happened about 2 days, I think, about 2 days before the convention was gonna be. So I was literally at the hospital, you know, just being there at the same time with a laptop. And it sounds bad, but I mean, she basically needed a blood transfusion, and it was fine. I had my laptop there. No, not I had my laptop. I was on my phone, trying to organize, like I was saying, if you guys watched the last stream, submitting my prints to the office that I was gonna get myself printed, because I didn't have anything, and I was already paid to go to the show, and just didn't have anything prepared. And if you guys saw me the first day of the convention, you will know that I missed out pretty much the whole day. I had about like 2 hours of the day, because of just how hectic and crazy it was. The day of setup wasn't enough. The next day following wasn't enough to get the prints in. I was just all over the place. So that was my first part of the convention. And then coming back, just, you know, taking care of mom and stuff. She's good. And from there, another crazy thing happened, because the patrons were expecting a Patreon reward, and it turned out that the Patreon that I submitted was too late. So when you make a post on any Patreon, when you make a post on Patreon, you have to have you have to post it before the 31st or the 30th, the end of the month. You have to post it before the end of the month to receive the payments for that month. I posted the status of the Patreon on the 1st of the month, so I already missed it. So technically, the patrons were charged for something that they weren't going to get, or no, they were not going to be charged for. So they were going to, pretty much, I charged them. They're not going to be charged on their card until the 1st of that next month. That's how it works. So I released a post that was pretty much, hope you guys get that. Like, it's a little complicated how Patreon works. You submit your post saying, okay, the Patreon reward will be released. I'm just charging you guys for now. After the payments are processed, I will release the post for everyone, and everything's going to be good. And that was under the pretense that I'm going to finish up the rest of the Patreon, and everything was going to be good. Turned out that I did not make it in time for that month's term, so therefore, that was that. And at the same time, I have only like a little bit left to do it, but at the same time, I have to work on this milestone to complete. And so what I'm trying to say is, just allow please, so tomorrow, once I'm done posting this, please, you guys, Patreon, I just want to thank you guys for sticking around and being there for me. But I'm just gonna need like maybe 2 more days, and I'll get that reward out to you guys. And that's the thing about this reward too, is that you guys will be getting a reward without being charged for it. The ones that from last month. So if you guys were to hop on now, this doesn't apply to you guys. This applies to anyone who were patrons as of the beginning of this month. I'm talking to you guys. And I'm sorry that I'm taking just so dang long. I'm so sorry. But there's just so many things just happening at the same time. I'm also, again, in and out of the hospital, doing things like, you know, a lot of care. I'm watching pretty much a lot of things has been thrown off, and things schedule is just really bad right now. Really bad, but things are looking a lot better. So just wanted to get out there and get that out there, So yeah. So thanks so much for being so patient, and you guys who are here watching, thank you guys for joining. What has Cynics been doing? Cynics. So the last time he was on, he said, "Hey, yeah, I better get on." And Cynics is probably just being procrastinating, like we all do, being normal. And I'm a lot at fault for that, because a lot of the group counts on me to bring the group together. They've said it so many times that they like appointed me as the head of the group. Like, if I don't start the chats, the hangouts, then no one is productive. So I'm really guilty in that too. And it's not because I don't want to at this point. Today would have been a perfect opportunity, but I said, you know what, maybe I should stream, because I got to clear up some stuff with the Patreon people, and you guys deserve an explanation what the beep is going on right now. So yeah, he's good. He's just chilling, and it could be a lot better if I start to if I like knock on the door of the Google Hangout. They'll probably get back to work a lot more sooner if I just like bug him a little bit. But other than that, I don't really know what he's up to, other than our last little interaction on the stream. Dude's got a chunk of his ear missing. Do you think purchasing the full version of Clip Studio if the goal is only aimed to illustration? No, I don't think you should. I don't actually have the full version either myself. And actually, you actually have the animation software included on the original Pro. I think that's what it's called. Pro sounds like the full edition, doesn't it? Pro is just the base edition, and the EX one allows you to do professional level manga. Like, you know, it has like a feature to actually create pages for your manga I got a burp. As you're working. So for example, if I'm working on a page for a manga, I can actually create a project where I have separate individual pages all segmented out and labeled as pages, so it'd almost be like you're working directly on a book. And that, I guess, would apply mostly to people who are like pretty pro at doing manga and stuff. But another thing, you can still do manga. They have all the functions for creating panels and bubbles and action effects and things like that. Because I worked on a manga, a small indie company manga before in the past, using this one. So yeah, that answers the question. Hey, Cole, the Jet Streams. Yeah, what's up, Aaron? Aaron, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm working on Deluvian splash screen, the video game Deluvian. We're working on the splash screen. That's what we're doing. We're working on it. Yeah, man. Just rendering away right now. Establish the colors and the form, the figures, the composition, the submarines and stuff. You gotta disregard a lot of the like half-ass looking things, like the teal, greenish teal looking jellyfish things there. Those are all kind of placeholders right now. They will look more like fishes and these bubbles and stuff. Everything is set in place and ready to go. Just hacking away at it. Yes, sir. Yes, am. So yeah. So what's new, you guys? What's been going on out there? What's been going on out there? You guys watching any new animes? I have. Watching new old animes. I'm actually going over Dragon Ball for the first time. Properly trying to. I'm getting past the first parts that I've seen when I was growing up. But I never really got to watch the whole entire thing. What's up, MCMJ97? How you been? Like a ghost? What's up? What's good? Bet Cinna's been playing Fortnite or something. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Dragon Ball is freaking awesome, you guys. I want to cuss. Like, when something's good, it's like... that's a censored version of the S-H-I-T word. Or the F word. If you guys played Sonic the Hedgehog, the old Genesis version, that's what happens when he dies. He swears right before he dies. He goes, and he just like blows up. Oh man. Video. What's up? Hearts. Oh, is that a big old heart? Oh, you did a heart over your head and it's just turned into a circle. It didn't do anything. My heart's back. Heart's back to you. Life's been good. Life is always good, you know. You just always gotta keep going. Life is good. I'm just fortunate to have you guys always supporting me and there for me. And a lot of loving people in my life, so life's good, man. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well yourself. I hope you are well yourself. Hi. I think that's a cool light scheme. Everybody's gonna be underlit. That was the plan, and then things were gonna change. Like when it was at this stage, I was like, I don't know. Where's that light coming from? Okay, let's go underneath. So, yeah. Have you heard of Fashion Institute Technology in New York City? No, I haven't. Oh, snap. Is that Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z? Oh, Dragon Ball. I'm watching Dragon Ball. Watching Dragon Ball, and the Japanese, of course, because we try to watch it briefly in English, because as a kid, I grew up watching English, and I didn't have a problem with it until I was like, damn, Bulma's voice is annoying. And I watched it in Japanese, I was like, damn, her voice is so cute. It's so good. It's so good. You guys, you don't know, it's so good. So much so, the next character I'm going to draw is Bulma from Dragon Ball. If you don't know already, to watch Dragon Ball. Just watch Dragon Ball. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll understand what I mean. She's so freaking, like, adorable. And the anime is so cheeky. Like, there's nothing PC about Dragon Ball at all. Like, today it would die. Like, it's the epitome of anime at that time. And what we believe anime to be. Like, come on. Come on, man. Come on. I always hear, dear, oh, dang it. Oh, man. It was my favorite, but now My Hero Academia took that spot. Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I love Dragon Ball Z too, but there's a charm that Dragon Ball has that Dragon Ball Z does not have. It's not caught up with the shonen type of modern day shonens, like where everyone's trying to level up. Beat up the master, new boss, level up, drama, villain. This one's more slapstick humor throughout, and there's still conflicts against villains and stuff, but they play so hard on the slapstick humor. Like, it's just hilarious. Goku, he will slap your crotch, anyone's crotch, female, male, in order to figure out whether you're male or female, and he just smacks him or kicks it, and then he'll piss everybody off. Hey, what are you doing? What the fuck? You must be crazy! You crazy little boy! Crazy! That's just, I didn't know that happened. I was too young to really understand what they were saying, because English wasn't my first language growing up. And I saw it when I was around 7 or 8 years old. Yeah. Dragon Ball. Go watch Dragon Ball. I love it. It's right now. It's cool. Yu Yu Hakusho, my favorite right now. Hot, cool. Word. Yu Yu Hakusho is another one I have to watch. Everyone was requesting me to draw at that in SAC Anime last year actually, and I didn't get to it because there's just so much to draw, and I haven't seen it. I don't draw something unless I have like at least a vague understanding of what it is. Like I like to watch it. I love Dragon Ball. Me too, man. Me too. Slapstick Adventure. I love it. Dude, Dragon Ball. I've been debating whether or not to be talking about like politics and stuff, but for some damn reason politics keeps seeping into my life, like seep. If you guys know about like the whole Crunchyroll and High Guardian Spice situation that was recently happening. Oh man, I'm like, I didn't consider myself to be like a crazy fan of anime. I never really was until actually like the past 2 years, because I knew that I needed to like brush up on my anime because I was away from it so long. Now I consider myself a pretty average, a little above average anime watcher. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I like to get a little taste here and there, and with Netflix providing so many high quality animes lately, it's just like, damn, that's tight. It's making it easier, more accessible for me. But do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen the Spider-Man game yet? It looks so cool. You gonna get it? I've heard. No, I stayed away from the reviews and stuff just because I don't like to expose myself to things until I just play it. Like I like to just like when I see like trailers and stuff, I'll just stop and like I'll watch like 10 seconds. I'm like, done. I'll play it. But I haven't even been able to stop and look at the trailers. But I've kind of heard good things in my peripherals, by game channels and stuff. So, well, no, we'll see. I really want to get Dragon Quest 11. That's the one I want. Never played Dragon Quest game before, but I own like 4 or 5 of them for the PS1 and 2. Yeah. I own a lot of games I've never played. That's where my priorities always are. Okay, let's just fart a little bit. So yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. There's never gonna be a good Western-made anime again. No. Yeah. So my thing about this whole situation is like, I'm just so amazed at how Netflix is able to put out some really non-PC stuff, and I'm very happy about it. Like, there's a lot of destruction going on in the a lot of Western video games and comics, Western communities for like pop culture. It's a huge fallout right now. Like movies, music, everything is getting political. And where I side, for me, I don't like it. I don't like where it's going. I don't like it. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I just am not about that. The non-PC culture. Let's just say that, because I know the word SJW can be offensive. Okay, I'm just like, it's just how you interpret it, and it's sometimes not for everybody. And anime is one of those kind of safe spaces for non-PC watchers. It's like, if there's something for everybody in there, and there's no like, it's not even our country who makes it that are putting the product out. So like it's just a safe haven for that, and it's one of our last I'm trying to find the word. Last havens for non-PC stuff, for everybody can just enjoy it and just, you know, and look at things as crazy and absurd and crazy things can get. It's just, it's fucking anime, and it's just for it's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on anime. It turned out okay. I respect women. You know? Hey, back, had to do something cool. Yeah, they're making too many good games, but you know, you gotta be productive and do stuff. Can't play at all. No, that's not what I was. But yeah, oh, you're talking about why I haven't been playing games. I don't know why either. Everybody seems to hate it. Battlefield 5 is getting massive backlash from the fans for the PC stuff. The Jet show. Yeah, I don't know whether everybody seems to hate it. Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 looks incredible. The game looks incredible for sure. Like the graphics and all that stuff. But I completely understand the sentiment and why there's backlash. But what I'm saying is, like, my point is like, for anime, anime. There's just a lot of good stuff out there still, and I'm really happy to see that. Like, I'm really surprised. Like, a lot of non-PC things that are still very much healthy and alive, and it's growing. It's actually growing stronger because, I mean, you look at like Devilman Crybaby, or B, The Beginning. It's like a sci-fi horror detective thing, completely non-PC. Oh, it's gory. It uses a lot of traditional gender class roles and things that a lot of things are just becoming taboo to even talk about today, you know. But it's Japan. They're very conservative, and so they've been able to do their thing their way for a long time until the American market steps in and goes, "Hey man, you can't do that. You can't do that. When you make anime, you better do it like this." And I said, "No, fuck that. I'm gonna do my own thing because we're in Japan. We don't care. Okay, you either take it or you don't take it. That's it." And so, I'm just happy to see, like, man, have you guys seen the quality of anime and how much money is being funded right now? God. And I just, like, recently was introduced to Diversity in Comics. He's a big comic book person who he talks about the whole the fallout in the comic book industry. There's been like 50 comic stores shut down in the last year, supposedly based off of him and a lot of other sources, that it's all due to the new PC culture in comics, and just I'm sure there's a lot of other reasons why, because of piracy, internet, and all that stuff. But you know, it's one of the things that is to blame. And this can be true in video games and movies and all that stuff. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, man. It's happening. What's happening, man? So, vestiges? Is that the word? Vestige? It's like a hiding place, like a last known hiding place that you can trust. So, the whole High Guardian spy situation that recently popped up, I wanted to just give you guys my opinion of it. Like, that's what I want to do right now. Let's talk about it. I mean, something to talk about, right? Like, they're appealing to people who aren't even playing their game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's school. Oh, you have school in 30 minutes. Go put your shoes on, get dressed, get your backpack ready. Don't forget your homework, cars, keys, wallet, and come back, sit down, and get your cereal like right in front of you. Just like sit and talk, and then leave. That's how I used to do it when I used to watch Dragon Ball Z in the morning back in the day. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so the High Guardian Spice situation. When I look at it, like when I look at that, like, here's a perfect analogy of what's going on. Okay, so they're putting on an anime, fine. They're doing their story, fine, beautiful art. Your character's perfect. Your character's perfect. The problem with that is that they marketed their they didn't really advertise the story of the anime that they're creating. They were mostly talking about political stuff in the trailers, and that stirred up the whole hornet's nest. Like, the fuck do I care about all that? Like, if I go to an art convention, let's just say, or if I go to a restaurant, you know, do I go to the art table and go, "Hey, you're a female, I can't buy art from you"? Or do I go, "Oh, do the fans come up to me and go, you're a male. I can't buy art from you because you're a male. Like, the fuck do I care about that? Like, if something is good, then it's good. Like, whatever happened to just, like, enjoying things based off of quality and merit? Like, that's a crazy concept. Like quality and merit. Like, quality content. It will speak for itself. It will speak for itself, and that's where the controversy is. They were really heavily handed on. All of the creative staff are female. All the writers are female, and all the writers are female, yeah. And then all the creative, half of the creative staff is female, like 50-50 or something like that. It's just that was their main selling point. And like, I go to the restaurant, I'm like, hey, is the chef back there female? I can't eat here if that's female. I'm sorry, I just can't. No one thinks like that. Like, no one really thinks that way. That's a very, there are people, obviously, that's a small fraction of civilization that acts this way. They're crazy. That's who they are. We're talking crazy people over there. And I think they get a voice because they honestly are a little crazy. It sounds very nice. Like, it sounds pretty. Like, oh yeah, equal rights. I mean, of course, that's true. We need women. Yeah, women are underrepresented. That's true. Yeah, that's okay. Let's run with it. It sounds very nice. But is it necessary? It's hard. Yeah, about the whole Crunchyroll thing, people are making also about them using money to make this new show no one really wanted instead of story animated. That's true. That's another thing there. I've only caught one of your streams again. Hey D, sorry, it's a political one today. I have 5 minutes, then I need to be at the bus stop. It's the first day of school here after summer. You too? 5 minutes, and then okay, 5 minutes. Okay, that's gonna allow you to just sit down and talk about real quick about drawing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna clean up the edges here. Okay, let's just focus on the edges because there's a little blob here. Okay, what I like to do is just gonna wrap it up, but slimming out the form, and that right there will go a long way. There it is. There we go. See? Right, so now I'm just gonna go in and push the darks of this big guy in the back here, and we're gonna start just with the edges. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, have a good day at school. All right. All right, don't talk to strangers. Don't talk to the strangers. Okay, children. I'm doing my painting for art class digitally, but I can't paint really good. You can't paint. You're doing painting for art class digitally. Stick with it. Stick with it. I know how it goes. I remember doing my first. Excuse me. Dang, I ate a watermelon before I started. That's a bad idea. My first digital painting was for Perspective 1 class, and I didn't know how to use my drawing pad at all, and I decided that I'd use the drawing pad because I knew I needed to like brush up on the skills. I said this is an opportunity, even though it's a homework assignment. I'm gonna use the opportunity to try to improve my skills. And what I focused on just hand-eye coordination, and that was inking the lines that I did on paper. I remember saying to myself, man, I'll never get this. I can't control the lines that I see on the screen because I cannot. I don't know how. It doesn't work. So I just sat there and inked the crap out of the piece that I had, and in the end, my hand burned. I was so tired, but after all that, I was able to improve my hand-eye coordination with the drawing pad, and I continued with it. And next thing you know, I'm just painting. Next thing you know, I'm working on a splash screen. That's not true. That was about 10 years ago. Okay. Alright? We have to do a painting. I know you do. Do it. Go do the painting. Go do the painting. No, do the painting. I need to get into DBZ. Please do. Please do nude. Skydiving nude. Please get into DBZ. Get into DB first. Get into DB and watch it in Japanese. Alright, if you're into like just like slapstick humor, a lot of cheeky like horny humor, it's all in there. It's all in there. You will not regret it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Just how pure it was back in the day. So odd. It's ironic. It's like pure, adulterated, but pure at the same time. Wait, what? Innocent, but not so innocent. It's harmless, but it's not. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I know it. I know it. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Damn it. Uh-huh. Hi. We have to do a painting. Okay. I got that. So if you guys are watching this in the future, please let me know if you guys got this far and what are you guys doing like at this very moment. Just write down in the comments. Not you guys who are in the live stream. Obviously you guys are here. But I'll get all these views and just like not really get any comments. Not that I'm fishing for comments. I just like want to know if you guys are getting this far in the stream, because I feel like live streams are not that what's the word? Not that popular. People don't really want it unless they're in the live stream themselves. I feel like maybe. Yeah, because you're not really interacting live, right? So if you guys are watching this future, hey, how you doing? You guys are doing good. What, you washing the dishes? What? Okay. You on the poo-poo right now? Okay. All right. Cool. That's cool. All right. How long is this? 37 minutes. All right. Let's go for a full hour. Okay. Just really needed to get to reach out to you guys and just let you know my status, what's been going on, and hope you guys forgive me. I need to get this out of the way. Okay. And then finish up the Patreon. I will do that as soon as I turn this in. Tomorrow I'm gonna get started on just finishing up the rest of the Patreon. Hopefully within 2 days. Yeah. Cool. You're drawing right now, Yev. That's awesome. It's good to hear, Yev. You still drawing them, ladies? Keep drawing them, ladies, man. Keep drawing them, ladies. You ain't hurt nobody. I hear nobody. What software is this? This is called Clip Studio Paint. Paint is very similar to like Photoshop and the tools, etc. A lot of similarities. Oh yeah, Sack Anime was great, you guys. Like, I mean, like the first day was really rough. Got the prints 3:30 p.m. First day, meaning my restock. Like, I was just missing a lot of prints. Like, I didn't restock from Anime Expo, so I shut it with what I had, and pretty much missed out the whole day. Just like a lot of just, I'm sorry, I don't have that. Oh, sorry, this is sold out. Bah! But other than that, you guys really showed up and showed your support, and I really super am grateful. You guys are just the ones who are allowing me to do this and making this life possible. Not really. Sometimes I'm driving along the street and I'm literally just like shedding a tear, like almost feeling like sometimes maybe I don't deserve this situation, but then I'm like, no, stupid, you worked for it, so you're fine. Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thank you. Obrigado, gozaimasu. Okay. Oh, it's hot over here. I think Clipsudo. Jet, how do you deal with shaky hands when just beginning to draw? Yeah, I've had that issue. There's a lot of things you can do when you're beginning to draw. First of all, make sure you eat, because I still have the issue. If I'm not eating, my hands will be like shaky. So that could be one of the issues. Number two, you can try zooming in. Say, for example, you're trying to ink something, right? So you're now trying to just practice hand-eye coordination. So now you're doing a bigger area to ink. Okay, zooming in, and just practicing like that, larger area, and then slowly pulling out a little bit. Number 3, work in stages. Work in really rough stages, really scribbly, and then gradually clean them up in different layers and build the detail as you go. And like, for example, these lines, they can go 2 more passes even before I actually have my inks, my quote unquote inks. There is the first pass, which is I like to call thumbnail, then rough draft, then cleanup, then pencils. Pencils are just before the inks, and those are kind of like, now you're tracing at that point. But I'm not so much, I don't work that way so much anymore. I'm working in more kind of mix and match between painterly and line art. There's a dance between the two, and I go into this in detail when I talk about specific different like drawing techniques in my Patreon. Just saying, but that's just a little example of that. Hi. Yeah, so second of it was very nice. So much better than last year, I think. Probably because I had sheer amount of work compared to last year. Last year I had about 12 drawings total. This time I had about 48-ish, 48, something like that. Just a lot more variety. And I had a really nice spot, and right next to Kei Hasek, huge artist. He's a really talented, prolific artist. He's actually he wasn't actually there, but he has helpers who come out to man his tables for him. He's that like important. All right, he will flex on you, and he deserves it because his art's really incredible. Honestly, like, go check it out. Kei Hasek, and don't tell me you don't want one of his prints. With a K. So shout out to Kei Hasek. Kei Hasek. Or Chris. I forgot his last name. Kei Hasek. He does these really ornate, detailed posters. Oh, you got to see it for yourself to believe it. It's incredible. You think I work hard, or I think I work hard? No. I think it takes months for him to finish a piece. And we were tabled together. Our tables were right next to each other, and we were like double teaming it up over there. Yeah. Oh, and then also I didn't even get to finish Sombra. Like, remember I was telling you guys, if you guys were here last stream, I gotta get Sombra. I gotta Sombra finish. Sombra finish. I was like, just like, it's like completely in like a panic attack, and I finished it. And then crazy stuff happened. Medical emergencies happened. So I had to like just said, you know what? We can't do Sombra. That's just how things work. Can't finish Sombra. You know, it's a life lesson. It was a life lesson. Get your shit in order. Otherwise, things just happen and you don't expect it. And then you just, you know what I mean? Can't always try to fit everything in last minute. So yeah, that's what I learned. And obviously I'm still learning. It's not like it's so easy to just stop doing stupid things. Stupid things, and like, as in like just being lazy. I know the one thing that I'm fixing right now, and I'm doing pretty good, is sleeping. Sleeping is really good lately. It's 10:39, but my goal is to sleep at 11. Like, you shut your eyes. You shut your eyes when you're talking to me. You just shut them and go to sleep. Because as soon as you can call sleep, it's the sooner you can wake up. It's pretty simple. Simple logic right there. Okay? Great advice. Thank you so much. No problem, man. Hello, Jet. What do you think is the best way to... Oh, yeah, another thing twice. Just just ink your drawings to heck. Like, just ink so many different pieces, and you'll learn. Like, you're just gonna get better. Hand-eye dexterity, coordination will just start picking it up. How do you deal with shaky hands? Jetty tears. You worked every day hustling, man. You got so good over the years. Raphael, man, what's good, man? What's good, Raphael? Raphael, thanks, bro. Bro, man, I was just like, I fell off the horse, though. I fell it off. It's getting back on, though. It's getting back on. I'll get on. Some things out of my control, but the rest are excuses. You know, I'll get back on. Thanks, man. Thanks, bruh. You guys don't know Raphael, go check him out. He's a good man. Good art. Good advice. Thank you so much. Hello Jet, what do you think is the best way to, or what has helped build followers on Instagram? Constant uploads, cute carols, the time you post images, all the above. I think for the most part, because I was always curious myself, and honestly, if the work should speak for itself. Like, it's damn hard out there, man. I was just like, what the frick? I'll just like post and really nothing happened. But then eventually, just like it starts rolling. Like, find something consistent. Daily drawings. Find something you like. Stick with it. You know, and stick with it, man. Build communities. Have friends, you know, to follow back and forth, and that could help. But honestly, to honest to goodness, like I did it like myself probably, I'd say 95%, and by that I mean I didn't rely on like popular friends to shout you out to get you there, you know what I mean? And I'm not really that big either. I'm like 21K. That's still pretty modest compared to like some people like 500,000, you know what I mean? And I've just been not very active lately. But what I'm saying is, for me, I look at it like in my league. If I look at the level of skill it takes to get to that level, you look around you and you see other people in that same kind of skill level, and you compare yourself to those people. You know how much, but don't let like those numbers like control you. Like, it becomes an obsession. And all I gotta say is, damn, like, I don't, fuck if I know, man, just draw. Just draw, man. Cute girls seems to work really good. Fan art, especially. Fan art's good. Draw what you like, especially. Definitely draw what you like, and most important thing is keep improving, because if you're not improving and you're just trying to follow niches and what's the word? There's a word, trends, without improving, then it will be pointless, because your drawings are still going to be lacking. And if you're trying to be popular and your drawings are not there yet, then trends are only going to get you so far. They have to be appealing. They have to have the right balance of, you know, trendiness and at the same time skill. The three tenets of popular art, which isn't always true, because there's a lot of people who were on the ball earlier, or others who worked their asses off. And that's another thing too. I feel like you'll see people who may not be that technically good at art, you know, but they're really good, and they still have the appeal, and that's really important. That's probably more important than skill. Is if you have that appeal, that's really important, because you don't really need to be super good in order to draw something appealing. And if you can do that, which I've seen and people do, and it's hard work combined with hard work. I've done probably 200 posts, but the people I'm talking about who, in this context, would paint like 500 to 1,000 posts, and who wouldn't get that, you know, big if they didn't work that hard? Like, it's just mileage. So don't focus so much on how popular or big you get. Work on improving and just enjoying yourself, and always improve yourself and measure yourself to yourself. Obviously that's harder said and done, but it's really true. It's really true. That's one of the things that that's debilitating, especially for me. It's like I don't like to get on Instagram unless I'm actually productive because of that reason. I don't like to see other people doing stuff and me not doing stuff. I feel shitty, so I stay away from Instagram. I'd rather stay away from the cool world and face reality that I'm not working. That's a burp. That's a burp. So yeah, I do that. I like, but then I have to remind myself, like, if you're measuring yourself to yourself, you're thinking to yourself, okay, what did I do last month? How much was I able to do last month? And then if you didn't do as much or better, then you have reason to complain and feel shitty because you're now comparing yourself to yourself, and you know that you're capable. If you're capable of it, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. And that's my problem, is because I know I'm capable of so much more, but I don't put myself to capacity, fullest potential, Super Saiyan. You know, I don't. And the next thing you know, shit happens, and you die. Like life goes. Life goes without you. Girls seem to work good. LMAO. Yes, good. Pretty girls seem to work, especially on Instagram. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Now go draw some pretty girls. Mm-hmm. 52. Cute girls. Okay. Great. Let's put some more beard over here. Oh, it's quiet. Sometimes I get worried because, like, is it quiet because it crashed, or is it just like paying attention? Just like, okay. What was else? What else were we talking about? What are the things? What are the things? Way back to Sac Anime. Sac Anime was good. I'm from Sacramento, by the way. That's why I do Sac Animes. Yeah. We're just chilling, okay? I'm not like the authority on these things, man. There's just so much better out there, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who are always going to be better than you. There's so much worse than you, objectively speaking, you know, and it's good to just keep yourself centered, all right, and worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Worry about the sheer enjoyment of the process. Like, man, it's good. It's good. Honestly, I have a legitimate reason to be pissed because I'm pissed off at myself, you know? It's really being pissed off at myself. It's like, get off your lazy ass, dude. I'm not so lazy, like, at this moment. There's, like I said, so much shit has happened in the past 2 weeks. It's a hard time right now. Just getting our engines fired up. Yeah, let's fire it up. Boom! Boom, boom! How do I know what to practice when I get? How do I know what to practice on when I get stuck? Okay, this is a great question. You get this all the time. This is a common one. If you are stuck at anything, you may be struggling with something. You really don't know what it is, and you just keep trying and trying to solve that issue there and then, that moment. And it's frustrating because you really don't have the answers, but you're just trying to just muddle through it. And my advice is to stop, go to sleep, go sleep. It feels good because if you overcome it, right? But it's so much easier if you put it away and look at it the next day. Because when you try to push through it, it's painful, man. It's painful. When you sleep on it, you're actually creating new brain particles, brain stuffs that will help you solve the problem. You'll figure it out in your sleep, basically. You're like, oh, okay, that's a solution. I never thought about that. That actually sounds pretty good. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. So, first of all, know what you're studying, right? You don't know if you're not studying if you don't know what you're studying, then that can be an issue in itself. So, first of all, so when you study, do some photo studies. Like, pick a picture and just draw from it. And if you're struggling from it, try to do it again. Start from scratch. Start from scratch and identify what it is that was successful the first time, and then and build off from that. And that will also make your speed a lot faster too. You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember I did this, I remember I did that. Cool, we'll do this. And you're like, okay. And you'll know that you're not only going to be faster, but you're going to have better ways of approaching that. I kid you not, I came up with different, like 30 or 40 different approaches after my 60-something day daily photo studies. This is before I started doing fan art every day. And I did that. I was just like improving every single time, just like, and sometimes I'd spend like 5-6 hours on something, and I streamed it too. I think streamed once with Cynics, drawing one of my dailies with Cynics, and I was just pissed off the whole time. We're making some funny ass jokes too, but I forgot what it was. I think it was about like fidget spinners or something. Yeah, I think it was fidget spinners. It's gotta be the spinners. God, good times, man. And I was just, in my head the whole time I was just so mad. You're so mad at how long things take. But the more you do it, and then the more you get comfortable with the process, you're like, hey, I remember this part, I know that part. You know exactly what to tackle, and it's just, the more you draw, the better you're gonna get in that regard. Because it's not always the case. It's not always the case. The more you draw, the better you're gonna get. Because you can be drawing incorrectly, or studying incorrectly, or approaching incorrectly, and that's just gonna slow you down. So much, man. So much. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it, man. I ain't shit. So, who am I? That's what I wonder. Who am I? What do I know? Underlight. Let's put some underlight right here for his titty. Oh, we can't see that. Oh. It up. His man boob. Yeah, man boob. That's what I meant to say. His tit-eye. That's the singular. Tit-eye. Yeah. Shoulder right for shoulder light. Back guy. Height. Shoulder light here. Height. Let's pop up the shoulder light. No problem. Shoulder light. And maybe some bicep light. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, it helps to design it a little bit. You can see what's going on. See, boop, boop. Yeah, that might help. But as with everything, with distance, it weakens. So we have to slowly pat it away with a light transparent brush. We'll soften it up. Okay, so all this stuff is going to be the first pass before I actually go in and render out the lines, because the lines are still here. And that's the final pass. Right? Lazy Arts. I've been drawing. Lazy Arts asks, how long have you been drawing for? Been drawing for as long as I can remember. I have, but don't let that discourage you, because I drew like garbage when I first started drawing. I drew like any 3-year-old would. I remember going to, I've told this story before, I remember in my kindergarten class, alright, and sitting there in the classroom watching every kid, every day, playtime, get to paint. All the other kids get to paint. I was like, man, for me not being able to speak English that very well, comprehension skills, I was a little retarded. It's a little slow. Not retarded. I'm sorry. It's a little bit dyslexic actually. Yeah, I drew like 5s upside down and backwards, and my name backwards, things like that. So a lot of problems like that I grew up with. Okay, so I'm kind of not joking at the same time. But I was never held back a grade, so technically I was not quote unquote retarded. But I remember in class I would be looking at the different activities we get to pick from, and painting on the 2 easels was one of the activities. And for some damn reason, nobody taught me this, I was so drawn towards it. Like it was like a halo of light would just gleam from this thing. Like, one of these days, man, one of these days. It never occurred to me that I could actually ask the teacher to be placed in that. You know, I just like druck of the law. Druck of the law. Luck of the draw. That's all I relied on, luck, you know. If the teacher put me there, then I'm good. But I'll kid you not, I was only put there once out of the whole entire kindergarten year. And I was so happy. And I was so excited. I couldn't contain myself. And you know what I drew? I drew the shit out of that canvas. You don't even know. I'll freaking tell you right now. I drew so good, I had to bring it home to my parents. I was so impressed with myself. I was the shit that day. I was like, you know what? No one can touch me. No one touch me today. I was so happy. And I did 2 pieces. We had 2 big pieces of paper canvases. And let me tell you what I drew. I literally drew for one canvas the color orange and yellow, because that's all we had was big old saturated bottles of paint. Doing this, doing that. Oh yeah, look at that color. Look at that color lay on that paper. Oh Lord, look at that. There you are. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit. Everybody's just having a good time. Alright. Beautiful. And I did that. And I was so happy with it. The other one was red and a bunch of like swirls. Swirls and extra spots that were missing. I had some dots. They were on there, so I had 2 of them. And I showed my mom. Look at that. And to me, I didn't have anybody tell me, man, that's garbage. Matter of fact, I don't think my mom said that was good or anything. I don't think anyone said it. Was just what I did. And I was happy with it. I was so happy. I was so happy, man. Oh my goodness. I took it home. I don't know what happened to it, but I was just so proud of myself. And that goes to show, like, where is your mind when you start your drawing? If you can hold on to that type of mindset throughout every stage of your progression in your life, when you're painting or whatever you're doing, you're not doubting yourself or just all these different like preconceived notions of what good or all that stuff is. If you can just do that and just do it for the act of doing it, then you're gonna get good. And then I think we lose that because we get old and we start to compare ourselves, especially with the internet just being all over the place. The internet just like in your face, and you just compare. You never are willing to start, pick up, brush, and then yeah. So I get that question a lot, and I think I know where that question's come from. But if it doesn't come from that area of men, oh, that's why you are good at drawing, or that's why you can draw. It's because you've been drawing your whole life. No, I think it's more to do with where my mind was and where it is constantly. Obviously, I'm not saying like I freaking go around, my drawings is shit. I don't go like that. No. The opposite nowadays. It's just I'm so pissed off at myself all the time, right? And that's what we all feel. So be serious. You know, when I saw Q now, been a genius since kindergarten. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We draw swirls and dots and you just can't be touched. Oh, thank you. Being happy about art. It's been years. Yeah, man. Just like focus on here and now, and don't have so many expectations for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just when people, especially when people who don't draw, they're like, oh, I can't draw, or man, I'm no good at drawing. I know, I understand. That's because you don't draw. It's okay. It's okay. I get it. Not everyone draws, but everyone can draw. In my belief, in my opinion, everyone can. Can everybody do the same things? I'm not sure about that, but to an extent, there's just so many different. You can draw like Hello Kitty in South Park. That's drawing. You can draw like Monet and Rembrandt and the masters in the past, or you can draw manga artists. There's just so many different routes you can take. It's that idea that you can and cannot. When you say you can't, and you made up your mind already, you've already made up your mind. You've already just decided that moment. When I was a little kid, if I stood there and said, "Damn, that swirl is off. Give me an eraser. I don't like this. Where's my eraser? Fuck. I can't take it. I can't take it. No. Then you're pretty much done. You're done. You've already like checked out. Okay? All right. I think that's a good place to end it. This is going to go on for too long if I yeah, you just got to be confident. You just got to be confident, bro. Just got to be confident. Coming from cynics, bro. So much easier said than done. You don't just tell somebody to be confident. Cynics. Just tell somebody to be confident. Alright. What I like to say is start with something you can handle, something you can manage, and then work your way up. Alright? Alright. If you're having struggles and issues, I remember going back to one of my peoples that I was mentoring back in the day, who was having a lot of issues in art. And he was pretty good, but he's just struggling, and I need to get to the bottom of it. So I started reducing down what could be the issues, and then we went all the way back to a circle and figuring out his spatial awareness of form, and he couldn't even do that. It was something like, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like he grasped that. It's subconscious too. For me, it's ingrained. Like, it's just over a period of time. I mean, that's a wacky looking ball, but the first exercise was, let's just do that circle with these things, and let's do like 100 of them. And then after the third page, he started feeling better about himself. Like, hey, I can manage that. Cool. Let's do the next thing. And we went to the next exercise and the next, and we went from there. So take a step back and figure out, maybe you need to slow down a little bit. All right. But yeah, don't trust that cynic guy. Yeah, don't trust him. He will sneak up on you. No, he won't. Cynic's is a freaking awesome ass dude. All right. He's a home down ass ninja. Home down. That's what we call him back in the hood. He will ride or die for you. Sometimes. Most of the times. And couldn't ask for a better art buddy. Got a couple of those, but Cynics is one of them. He's one of those guys up there. Alright. And I'd be sitting here all day if I were to list them all out there. I'm sorry if you guys are listening now and you're like, Jet, fuck, Jet. What happened to our friendship, Jet? Oh, I see how it is. Alright, cool. Alright. Paces. But yeah, I think that's good there, you guys. Thanks everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Got to talk about a lot of everything. And Patreon people, please hang tight. I will get you guys a piece out within this week, and it's going to be a great reward packet. I've just got to put the final touches on it, and then it's for you guys to hold and cherish and learn from and have fun with. It'll include the NSFW stuff as well as the full learning voiceover tutorial package, and you will not be charged for it. Not until next month. And if you decide to run away, that's fine. Run away. You have something for free. It's on me. It's my flub. Do what you got to do. Just don't let me catch you out there. I will snatch you. And then on top of that, if I have time, I will try my best to do a proper piece for this month as well. So two Patreon packs this month. So technically, people who were charged for last month will be charged twice this month. They weren't charged yet. Let's just say that. So technically, you're getting two pieces for 1 month. Anyone who are new to the Patreon will only receive one charged for their reward, and yeah, that's how it works. If I don't make anything, you're not charged. If I make 2, then you're charged for 2. And this is the first time that this is happening because of all the above stuff, right? So take care, you guys. Take care so much. Take care. Take care. Where that music at? Where that music at? Where's it? Here we go. All right. There we go. All right, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. And you guys are so beautiful out there. Just want to thank you guys again. Keep drawing. And as always, I like to tell them. Damn it, I like to tell them. I like to tell them. Bada ba boom. Bada ba boom, bitches.